What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and this video is all about Jaackmaate.
Never once have I been making a bolognese, a bit in the mood, a bit frisky, start grating the cheese like that, bit of parmesan, do you know what I mean? And then think, oh, there's a cheese grater there, and I'm in the mood. Well, this is convenient.
Jaackmaate. Oh, fucking hell, where do we start with this guy? So Jaackmaate has been on the internet now well over 5 years. I think it's closer to 7. And one of the biggest things that's changed about Jaackmaate is his fucking hair. Jaackmaate has the Happy Hour he has a Happy Hour podcast, which is now on Spotify. Really good podcast. Really, really good. He's had some great guests on there. Belle Delphine. Willany, Bazinga, KSI, anyone big you could think of have been on Jaackmaate's podcast. And to be fair to him, he's a good lad. He's a likeable lad. He's got a really compelling story about his life.
I remember just sitting on the floor staring at a tree for about half an hour. I was a bit confused. I remember vividly just looking at this tree thinking, so glad Bob Marley's on right now. What is that? Is that a tree or?
You know, his dad, he's clearly really close to his dad, and he's done lots of videos where he's tried to give to people as well, recently at least. So as a YouTuber, he's really good. And some of his most famous videos, a little bit touch and go with the subjects. Let me just show you some.
Wouldn't it? Oi, Sarah, come here, quick, before lunch is over. Come here, Sarah. Sarah, come here, let me just hold my dog up under your chin. I just got to whack his knob under your chin a second. No, get it off. No, it's good, it'll help you in the long run. Come here, like, let me just get his little dick, put it under your... Let me just get his little dick, put it under your... Say, oh, look at that, it's all gone red and itchy. It's red and itchy. Everyone, Sarah's allergic to dog spunk. You can never fuck a dog in your life.
The other thing that Jaackmaate does is he gets involved with other YouTubers' channels, and one of the big things I want to shout out about Jaackmaate is he actually went on, he's going on Anthony's podcast. He's also gone on another podcast with another small YouTuber who essentially he just helps out. He gets involved. He's a people person. He's genuinely a nice guy.
If you're sleeping with your dog, you're just there naked with your ranted labia on show,
and not a complete dickhead on the internet like many other YouTubers who do reactionary people talking videos. You know, people like. There we go. Jaackmaate has got a core audience, obviously very sold, and he's well over 1 million subs now, and he thoroughly deserves it. You know, I've watched Jaackmaate since he was probably on maybe 200,000 subs, and then he started going to prominence, and we see more of Jaackmaate, and he's just a funny guy. He's a genuinely nice, funny guy.
Nick emailed me one day and he said, Jack, let's go for a coffee. And despite every single other YouTuber on the planet telling me not to, I couldn't turn down a free coffee. I was skint and thirsty. Right, here we go.
Got a lot of time for him. But one of the things I would say about some of his content is it can be quite cutting. Let me give you an example of that.
There's nothing wrong with being gay, but I'm straight, guys. Like,
cunt. This cunt's Canadian. If somebody's being a bit of a cunt, you can take the piss. Cunt. And you think I'm a cunt. The worst cunt. Whack your hairnet on, cunt. To draw a picture of the king frat boy, you'd have drawn this cunt. Your minions are going to go over and call me a cunt. And I am a bit of a cunt. I've never denied that. And chinos, you can call them a cunt, because chinos are cunty. Be kind to one another. Unless that person is a cunt, and then feel free to let them know that they are a fucking cunt.
Now, obviously, as well, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, and make sure you turn notifications on. Otherwise, it's a complete waste of time. What the fuck I'm doing here, this spot, this area, this spot, this chair, right now. With Stevie as well on the podcast, on the Happy Hour podcast, they've just moved over to Spotify, which I'm hoping is a good deal for him. You know, Jack talks about his past, about money and things, and you know he's tried to obviously be a YouTuber first and foremost, but he had or did have to do jobs in between, whereas now he doesn't. He can concentrate on his YouTube career, and he does a really, really good job of it. And his latest video was genuinely, absolutely fucking hilarious. talking about fucking Julian Caesar Dean or whatever his name is, that prankster on the internet who is clearly fake, very vulgar, thinks he's absolute god, and Jack just absolutely dismantles him. Possibly what he might do to me if I get that traction with YouTube. He's done loads of videos. He's done videos on a pussy destroyer, on a woman that shags dogs. He's done so many funny videos that he sort of breaks down, analyses, cuts and chops into pieces. And what's really good about Jack's style is he actually talks to the person in the video.
And according to Whitney, you all want a bit of this.
It's convenient. You don't have to, they mean the dog just right there. You don't have to, sorry, you don't have to go out to find sex. It's right there in front of you. It's around you. Right there.
Oh my god! There's a dog there. It's convenient. She's gone. You should be allowed to. It's convenient. It's there. I'll tell you what is more convenient than a dog, right? These. How convenient is masturbate, for fuck's sake, Whitney? Don't just go, well, I mean, if they didn't want me to fuck a dog, they wouldn't just put a dog there, would they? You bought the dog. Just because something is convenient does not mean you should fuck it. No.
Jack seems to put him down quite a lot. Like, he puts himself down quite a lot, and you see it. And, you know, he did some really interesting podcasts where, you know, he opens up about his life. And one of them was with a guy called Raphael Rowe, who, if you don't know, he does a prison series on Netflix, which is fantastic. I've watched every episode, and I've spoke to Raphael a few times, and he was a wrongly convicted murderer. And Jack has some really poignant questions, which is why I think that I talk about the Happy Hour podcast quite a lot, because I actually think it's the best podcast on the internet. Like, I can watch every minute of those podcasts, no problem. You know, sometimes I get a bit bored of a context area or the content type, i.e. he's asking a question I don't really find relevant and I'll skip to the next part. With Jack, I tend to watch all of it. And he's gone from being one of those YouTubers that I watch occasionally to being one of my first go-tos. So a lot of time for Jaackmaate. And that's about it. That's all I want to talk about, really. I'll keep these videos nice and short and sweet. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Obviously, if you didn't know, I do also have a football channel called the Blue Boys Network, where me and John co-host talking about football games. Go over and subscribe to that bad boy as well. Okay, well, you can fuck off now. See you later. Peace.